39 Interesting Facts About Saudi Arabia. Over the centuries, the Saudi Peninsula has played an important role in world history. It is the birthplace of Islam and served as an ancient trade center. After the discovery of oil, Saudi Arabia was transformed from a desert country to a modern and sophisticated state that plays a vital role on the global stage. Saudi Arabia is a unique place with its rich culture, controversial history, larger-than-life princes, strong economy, strategic geography, and a very challenging climate. It is worth discovering. The 39 Interesting Facts About Saudi Arabia. Interesting facts about the Saudi royal family. 1. A young prince is in charge since his father Salman of Arabia ascended to the throne in 2015. His 30-year-old son, Prince Mohammed bin Salman, got into a position of unrivaled power. He became Crown Prince, Minister of Defense, and Deputy Prime Minister. He serves as chairman of important councils that deal with issues of security and economic development. 2. Biggest camel market. The biggest camel market in the world is found in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. 100 camels are sold daily in this market. 3. Saudi Arabia is heavily reliant on foreign labor. 60% of the Saudi workforce is made up of foreigners. Most Saudis work in the public sector, and they have little incentive to join the private sector. 4. There are over 7,000 princes in the Saudi royal family. All of them are given prestigious jobs, which blocks other qualified Saudis from getting great jobs. 5. Not all Saudis wear traditional robes. In any closet of a Saudi man, you are likely to find t-shirts and jeans with the exception being the ultra-religious. Traditional dresses are considered proper wear for work and formal occasions. In private, most Saudis adopt Western clothing. 6. Times Man of the Year. King Faisal, one of the progressive kings of Saudi Arabia, was declared Man of the Year by the Times issue of January 1975. He was assassinated in the same year. 7. World's tallest water fountain. Saudi Arabia has the world's tallest water fountain, which is called King Fahd's Fountain. The fountain jets water to up to 260 meters. The World Cup fountain in South Korea is the second tallest, with a height of 202 meters. 8. Saudi Crown Prince among the world's most powerful people. Forbes magazine ranked Mohammed bin Salman, Saudi's Crown Prince, as the 8th most powerful person in the world. 9. The Quran was not originally written in Arabic. The earliest copies were written in a heavy script called Kufic. About 1000 AD, Naskh, which is a lighter cursive script, replaced Kufic. Naskh is still being used in Saudi Arabia. The Arabic alphabet was invented around the 4th century. 10. the first non-Muslim to visit Mecca. Italian Ludovico da Barthema was one of the first non-Muslim to visit Mecca. He made the trip in 1503 by disguising himself as a guard protecting the pilgrims. 11. The Sword Dance. The sword dance is held every year in Riyadh during the Saudi royal family reunion. It celebrates the union between the Al Saud fighters, men of the sword, and the Wahhabi preachers, men of the pen. 12. Saudi Arabia has a rich cuisine. Saudi cuisine is unique because it encompasses a wide range of hearty and warm dishes that are influenced by Saudi's nomadic past. Most dishes feature meat, rice, bread, and spices. Kabsa, which is a combination of roast chicken and aromatic rice, is Saudi's famous dish. 13. Burial of non-Muslims banned in Saudi. For a long time, it was not permitted for a non-Muslim to be buried in Saudi Arabia. However, laws were relaxed in 2012, and certain conditions can allow the burial of a non-Muslim. 14. Saudi wedding ceremonies are held separately for women and men. In Saudi Arabia, wedding celebrations for the bride and her groom are held separately in public venues. Many Saudi couples choose to perform their weddings abroad to celebrate together. 15. Sidewalk skiing. Sidewalk skiing, an exciting but dangerous driving technique, was invented by motorists in Saudi Arabia. It involves balancing a vehicle on its side while driving. 16. Saudi Arabia doesn't have income tax. Instead of income tax, they have the zakat. This is an impost of 2.5% that is levied on assets and not income. It is only required of Muslims, but not foreign workers. 17. Saudi Arabia observes the Islamic lunar calendar. The starting date of this calendar is 622 AD, which is the year the Prophet Muhammad moved to Medina from Mecca. This event is called the Hijra. Islamic years are represented as Anno Hijri, like 4. The Christians, which is Anno Domini, AD. 18. World's largest desalination plant. The world's largest desalination plant, the Al Jubail, is found in Saudi Arabia. It treats over 1.4 million cubic meters of water daily. 19. First Muslim in space. In 1985, Prince Sultan bin Salman rode aboard an American space shuttle, making him the first Muslim and Arab to travel in space. 20. Men used to sell lingerie in Saudi Arabia. The former Saudi law insisted that men should work while women stay at home. Therefore, lingerie could only be sold by men. This law was reversed because of pressure from women who were not comfortable buying lingerie from men. 21. One of the most dangerous countries to drive. A World Bank report concluded that Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Thailand, and Malaysia are the most dangerous countries to drive. When measured in terms of fatalities per vehicle, Saudi Arabia fared worse. 22. Only 1.45% of Saudi Arabia is arable. 95% is desert or semi-desert. It has some of the biggest desert areas including Rub al Khali and in Nafud. It is the largest nation in the world without a river. 23. The Saud family spent $500 million trying to suppress the death of a princess documentary. The film documents the 1978 execution of Princess Mishal, who was killed because of sexual misconduct. She was married and later divorced, and then she fell in love with another man. The royal family rejected the relationship. She went to meet her lover in a hotel, where they were recognized and caught. Her suitor was beheaded while she was shot. 24. One language, many dialects. Modern Standard Arabic is used in formal platforms such as books, journals, newspapers, and TV. However, when it comes to speaking, each Arab country has its dialect. A person from Saudi Arabia can find it difficult to understand the Moroccan dialect. 25. Coffee culture in Saudi Arabia. The Arabic name for coffee is gawa. This word was later adopted in Arabic to mean a substance that prevents sleep. The first coffee shops in Saudi Arabia were opened in the mid-16th century in Mecca. 26. Baby camel meat. Baby camel meat is specialty meat in Saudi Arabia. For the best flavor, the baby camel should be between 6 months and 1 year. 27. Saudi Arabia has a religious police force. Apart from having a civil police force, Saudi Arabia also has a religious police force, Mutaween. It is tasked with purifying action and thought in the country. 28. The Prophet's Mosque, where the Prophet is buried. The Prophet's Mosque in the city of Medina was built by the Prophet Muhammad. His tomb lies in this mosque. It is the second holiest mosque in Islam. 29. Female labor participation is around 20%. This is the 8th lowest female labor participation rate in the world. Japan has a rate of 49%, while in the U.S. it is about 47%. 30. Witchcraft is a serious crime in Saudi society. Harry Potter books have been banned in Saudi Arabia. The government has an anti-witchcraft action unit that is under the religious police. 31. The 2 holiest cities in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia hosts 2 of the 3 holiest cities in Sunni Islam, Mecca and Medina. Jerusalem, the 3rd holiest city, is in Israel. 32. Arabic is one of the oldest language groups. It is also the most widely spoken language in the world, having 200 million speakers in over 20 countries. 33. Saudi Arabia was the last nation in the world to allow women to vote. Saudi women were allowed to vote starting in 2015. The first country to allow adult women to vote was New Zealand. 34. The Kaaba. The Kaaba is in the center of Islam's holiest mosque. It is made with limestone, marble, and rock. 35. During Salat, prayer time, everything in Saudi Arabia closes down. The Salat can last for up to half an hour and it is strictly enforced. It is performed 5 times a day. 36. All Saudi Arabian public schools are religious. In the first grade, daily study of the Quran takes almost half of the school day. Elementary school students must undertake Quran study for 9 periods a week, while other subjects combined, including history, geography, science, and math, only take 12 periods a week. 37. Saudi Arabia is no longer the world's leading oil exporter. Saudi Arabia has been the leading oil exporter for decades. That changed in October 2013 when the U.S. became the world's largest oil exporter. 38. The Hajar al-Aswad is considered the holiest of Islamic icons. The black stone, also called Hajar al-Aswad, is housed in the Great Mosque of Mecca, the holiest of mosques in Islam. 39. Saudi is set to become a world leader in digital technology. The Saudi government has invested heavily in 5G, machine learning, the Internet of Things, blockchain, robotics, and artificial intelligence.